everyone. Welcome to Bikes, Berms, and Brews. I'm Danika White.
And I'm Jessica Longname.
And we're back for season 2.
We're back, baby. Season 2.
We're hyped. It was a long winter.
That was a long winter. There's not much to talk about during the winter, so.
No. We did a few things, though, hey?
We got up to some things. Even in the winter, we found our way to dirt bike tracks.
Always. You can't not be on a bike, especially. I think the cool thing about Canada, though, is, let's just dive right into it, is there's different seasons, obviously. So it kind of like makes you have to like multi-discipline with your sport.
Yeah, and some people like complain like, oh, down south they get to ride 12 months a year, blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, also the like couple months a year that you can't ride makes you hungry again. It makes you miss it, makes you want to ride.
For sure. Yeah,
So,
you just like, you got to find some other stuff to do. And like, we both ended up getting e-bikes.
We did. Oh, I forgot about yes. Yes,
so like
we
we
did.
did a little bit e-biking before it froze. And then
Yep.
it froze hard. You left us all winter. So we haven't really got out on the winter e-bikes yet, but
Yeah, I was like all for it in the fall. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna ride all winter. Haven't touched the mountain bike since the last fall ride.
I've held it hostage for you to come back.
And not only did I not touch it, I literally left it storage at the White House.
Just Blake Shelton over here. I think I've texted you how many times now? I think I've had like 7 confirmed rides that you bailed on.
Yeah, for sure. I get excited about it, and I watch like a mountain bike video, and I'm like, yeah, let's go mountain biking. And then I like look outside or check the weather, and I'm like, that's a no for me, dog. That's a no for me.
Looks out the window. But yeah, so we've been trying to keep on 2 wheels for sure, whether it's following it or riding it. And then now today technically is the first day of spring.
Yeah, it's time to get the bikes out and
So
go
we're coming out with
outdoors.
a bang. Like it's happening.
It's
Spring's
on.
here. We're back.
Yeah, it's time for spring.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited for all that is moto this summer. All that is 2 wheels. I'm also excited to get back on my mountain bike.
Yeah.
In the summer.
Oh, 100%. Just nice weather. You're not dealing with layering up a million times, right?
Yeah, that's the hardest part I think about mountain biking is like even if it's a little chilly out, you don't need to wear 6 layers, and I'm learning that slowly.
Yeah, you can get heated up real fast.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. Like
Well,
it's a learning curve.
Oh, it's a great learning curve. And the crew that like I've been trying to go mountain biking once a week, depending on how cold it gets. We like skipped a whole month because it was like minus 30 there. But the crew I go with, they're like a bunch of dudes that shred, and their slogan is, what is it? Be bold, start cold. And my slogan is like, I'm freezing. I'm going to dress as warm as I can and wear as much heated attire. So I'm starting like a roasted marshmallow. Like I'm only getting hotter from where I'm at. And it's probably not smart. I should probably be bold, start cold, and like start grinding, but I'm not.
No.
It's not going to happen.
That's not for me. Did you like bring a whole backpack to like put your layers in?
Well, nobody wears backpacks, so I have like it in my pocket. I had like heated gloves. So I ended up getting heated gloves, putting them in my pocket. I was wearing merinos. I think I had 4 layers on, and like,
What was the coldest ride that you did?
ooh, it probably, because where we were going, it's kind of in Calgary, so like Fish Creek area, you're like, you can start higher up in the city and then you can drop down into the valley. And when we dropped down, it probably got to like minus 15 to like minus 18. So it was like really cold. My hands almost fell off. Like,
No. I'm glad I was Flake Shelton only there. That's a no for
so at
me.
least now it's getting warmer. Plus, like everyone's getting so stoked to ride. Like it's a different vibe out there right now, you know?
Yeah. Everybody's buzzing. Like it's like you'll ride like midsummer. There's no way you'd go to ride some of these tracks that are just like roached and you just like they're dry and like wet or whatever they are.
For sure.
But like right now you're just so fired up to ride anything, mountain bike, dirt bike, anything on dirt that you would just go.
And it's great because Wild Rose just had their opening weekend. Now it'd be like about 2 weekends ago. And I was blown away literally when I saw Jess show up because it's like 50 kilometer an hour winds. And it's the first time we get to see her after California. Like that's how committed everyone is.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like it's
first opening day.
Gale force winds out there.
Yeah.
Like pushing us over on our bikes.
Like literally I got there and I was so excited for dirt bikes and I introduced my new camera to Wild Rose dust. I'm like, well, this is the first ride of the year. Usually it's muddy, but it's Wild Rose, so
we had one
dusty.
of those crazy spring winds blow through. So just outside of Calgary, our Lethbridge track was 120 kilometer an hour winds.
That's crazy.
wild.
That's
well, at least in
wild.
Calgary is like a balmy 50 kilometer an hour.
Yeah, like it's just a casual, just like if you don't have your hood up, your hat's blowing off.
Yeah,
for
just
sure.
like getting hit by a car in a residential area.
You were riding the turn track and the wind was literally blowing you back up.
It did. I'm happy you noticed that because I was like, Jess is gonna be real mad at how I'm riding.
I can be with you on this one. We can blame the wind.
I was like, oh God, oh no, she's gonna judge. She's gonna be not proud right now.
No, it was the wind. We'll blame it on the wind.
Yeah,
It was the first ride.
We had to stick to that corner track because it was pretty windy.
It looked sick too, though. Like that's great practice. If
It's
anybody's looking to do good this year, start getting a wild rose turn track.
Start hitting those turn tracks.
Woo, that could be a game changer. That's
So
cool.
we're stoked that the track's open right now. We're able to actually get on 2 wheels without studs right now. So
Yeah, I think like across the country, like Ontario's opening their tracks up. Atlantic, I think, has still got a bit of snow to go, but
yeah, and I hear BC some areas are now like raining. Hey, so they're waiting on that.
yeah, I think like I was talking to some BC guys, and they like some of them like in Vancouver Island and stuff. You can kind of ride all year, with the exceptions of rain days, but like you're not fighting the snow.
Just
and
find
stuff.
like a sand spot or something.
Yeah, so like that's cool.
Well,
like,
do they still have like Chilliwack had the Arenacross, and we can get into that because we all went to that.
Not only did we go to that, but we have a racer.
We have a racer in the house.
We have a racer in the house.
Oh, me? Oh, jeez.
I think you signed up.
Yeah, we can totally get into that. But is that track still there? Like, are they able to ride? Like, isn't there like a tiny little Arenacross track now?
Yeah, I think so. Chilliwack usually uses the both barns, and I think all winter, Moto Energy rented the place out and left a track in there, so you could rent the track to yourself, like any day of the week. And then also they had like open ride days, so like a practice day, like Wild Rose Wednesday or whatever. And I think it worked out well because like every time I saw photos and videos, there was like lots of people out there. So
and like that's sick.
great. That's such such a good way to get your fix through the winter.
For
like,
sure. And like
not too much, not too little.
Yeah, and they could like do like a corner track no problem. Like they got like berms and jumps and everything.
Oh
so.
yeah, it was a full arena. It was the size of Rimbey, and you had that all year.
That's
So
rad.
it was pretty sweet to have. Like it's sweet for that company to like take a risk and do it.
Yeah.
And the people that own, or like Rimbey, the town of Rimbey owns the barn in Rimbey. I need to say Rimbey one more time. They said that that's a possibility for there too.
Oh, that'd be
they're
sweet.
open to renting it out more just because the race brings in so much revenue.
Oh.
And it's already dirt. Like it's a rodeo place.
Yeah.
So it's like if they're not using it all winter, it's just sitting. So
Yeah, because it might be like for like they would only do like rodeos and some like horse shows in the Rimbey Arena. Hey.
yeah, like just a couple a year.
Oh.
And I don't think they get as many like fans and spectators and stuff
Yeah.
as the Arenacross.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, because especially just for like local people to go there and just not have to like set up your bike and go ride, and you're not completely freezing because you're in the barn and stuff. So
Yeah, and there's
breaks it
definitely
up.
some mild days like in like January, December.
yeah, once that sun starts coming out.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, that'd be cool. Hopefully
That'd be
next
cool.
year. Yeah, because I think I saw some people doing some like corner track ripping. Maybe that was in Rimbey for a bit then.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
sick.
think like the Nemeths and all them like do that all year and they're
Yeah.
like all winter. They do turn tracks, but I think that like the barn is
Like they're
looking for somebody to put in the time to actually do that. But I don't think Les and Todd have the time like they have.
yeah, that's a
full-time
lot
jobs.
to take over.
But if somebody out there that is responsible and has time,
yeah,
that would be
That's
something
good
you
to
could
know.
do. Yeah, I think
yeah,
that
people
was
would be
put out.
interested for sure.
Yeah, that'd be cool to have. It'd be cool. It'd be beneficial to everyone.
Yeah, keep everyone
should do it.
busy.
Yeah.
Well, should we jump into which Arenacross should we jump into first?
I think Chilliwack's got some spice.
The whack.
Do we have a trophy? Like we should post up a trophy.
Oh,
here.
jeez, the trophy. Yeah, we do. It's downstairs.
I think we need to bring that in for
we
the
should
next
bring
one.
it in and just have it sitting there. All the hardware. We'll just start
Oh,
collecting.
yeah, just like as we go,
Ladies 12 plus class.
and there was 12-year-olds in there.
There was.
You
It was
were battling. How old's Peyton?
18?
So not 12, not
No.
12 at all.
Not legal drinking age in BC.
And we know this because we went to supper and
And we thought we were in a bar.
yeah,
18?
maybe 18.
Yeah, it should probably be 18.
Yeah,
but
18.
ripping. So yeah, it was great.
Ripping.
So heading to Chilliwack, it was Jess, me, and Charlie. We ended up driving out from Calgary, 12-hour-ish drive, roads were actually really good. Like we didn't hit any like storms or anything when we went.
Nope, talked the whole way.
Yeah, it was great. We had a little chat. We ended up getting an Airbnb, staying out there the whole week.
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah. And it was was it AMO? Was that what they ended up classifying the
AMO. So Gald came in from Ontario and was like the promoter for the event. Man, this was so long ago. It's like funny to like think back. But yeah, it was. It was Gald came in, AMO ran it with the help of Lockhart.
And that's its second year under Gald, right?
Yep. So he technically, quote unquote, bought it from Future West.
Yeah.
I think they just like ran out of time and effort to be able to do it.
Dude,
I don't think
and
it was
great
anything.
to see him come in and do it. Like it was amazing turnout, lots of kids. Like future of the sport is bright. Like so many kids on the line and ripping
and just like having the time of their lives on and off the track.
Yeah.
Like that was the coolest. Like it was just
and
seeing
like weather wasn't bad. So like you say off the track, like kids are hanging out, running around.
Yeah, building tracks. I remember they were building tracks out on the horse thing, and I think there was a fine that came their way for $300, which is wild. But I guess it costs to groom those areas.
If you have a sandy area at anywhere that moto kids are going to go, they're going to build a little dirt bike track. So these little guys go out into the horse arena and they build the sickest little dirt bike track, and they're staying busy and they're not doing anything bad. They just built a little couple rollers.
Yep.
And like, yeah, for sure. I guess it was, you get a ticket from the event because they have to go
resurface, whatever they call it.
Manicure it.
Yeah.
So we were laughing.
Horses,
We were saying Spec Moto should sponsor that because we were like, we love seeing kids just making some tracks.
That's the least like zoo animal-y these kids can be.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna find the families for it. It's like, oh my God. All right, let them go like climb the walls.
It's hilarious though, but like that's probably the stuff that people don't see when you go to a race. You're just like, you wouldn't think that the promoter's going to get a ticket for that.
Oh,
like, right?
so
Like there's so many weird rules like that like obviously like Galden everyone's dealing with and like keeping their cool and then like dealing with just race in general,
50
right?
protests and everything. Yeah, like even at Rimbey, like I was kind of like I was doing media. Well, I did media, I guess, at both, but just seeing like what they're dealing with on a day to day, just Gald alone, like last year they had pyro and like I was all excited for it and everything, but then it ended up falling through this year because like the fire marshal and all these things. It's just like so many moving parts that if you go to it just as a spectator, you don't even put that together. Like he was pushing so hard for everybody to have mats under their bikes and like maybe everybody's not understanding fully. It's like, hey, if a drop of oil gets on that floor, it's going to ruin the floor and the building is going to charge the promoters for that, which means next year when you complain that the registration went up, well, it's because now they have to anticipate all these extra costs.
For sure. Like, it might sound like a silly rule, but like there's a reason behind it.
There's always a reason, which like I'm guilty of it. Like sometimes I'll jump down somebody's throat before I know like the reasoning of like, oh, why is that like that? It's like, well, like obviously nobody wants it to be like that, but there's a reason. So
but they did a great job. Like that was my first time at that event, second time doing Arenacross, and I loved it. Dude, it was the high lows.
It was a roller coaster. That was like thinking back. That was a roller coaster. Wow. Yeah. So how did you like rate? That's your second Arenacross you've ever raced?
Yeah, I wouldn't even consider like the first one really anything because it was like Brooks. So you got 3 corners, 1 jump, couple lows.
You never raced Arenacross on little bikes?
Never. No, we played hockey. I know. I put this all together. I'm like, why have I not done this?
Wow,
we played hockey.
Wild.
We couldn't get hurt for hockey season. I had tryouts during Super Series.
These Canadians, I tell you.
You gotta go skating.
No, you gotta go race Arenacross. It's the best. You would have loved it so much more on little bikes too. It's way more efficient.
Totally. And then like at least then you wouldn't be scared when you get older. You don't have to think this through.
Facing that as an adult is not fun.
Yeah, but it was great. Like trying that and like totally different set of skills. Highly recommend anyone to go try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to go in with the good, like people are like, oh, you get hurt in Arenacross. It's like, you can get hurt on a dirt bike, period. Yep, for sure. Arenacross, if you go in not using your brain, you can get hurt. But you could go in there and just ride smart, enjoy the time on your bike in the winter, and like, don't make any dumb decisions.
Especially
and you can have a great time.
Yeah, with it being off season. Like it's kind of just like a for fun race. It's not like you're getting like a Canadian title out of this. Like, you want to win. Obviously, you're lining up, but like you can ride your own race. Like even in the ladies class, like it was a lot of ladies. Like I think one of the races we had to qualify, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think
Like there was like almost a full gate. Like at first we thought there would maybe be 3 ladies.
Yeah, and it was like battles. Like sometimes
yeah.
like ladies class, you're like, no, it's like, okay, you know what place everybody's gonna get.
Yeah.
But every race
It was all
finished
over the
differently.
place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, it was wild. Like that backpack, like I think it was like 4, 5, 6. Like they were swapping almost every lap.
All
like they
over.
were going.
Yeah.
For it, like, and then it came down to like who's gonna do this jump and who's gonna do that jump, and then that kind of separated the like upper field was like, okay, who wants to do the finish?
For
It's like,
sure.
okay,
Yeah.
that,
And Peyton locked that thing down and
she
just
did.
like able to gap that, right?
Yup.
So, and then I remember like trying to get that double section down each week. And I've never done something like that ever in my life. So
Yeah.
finally when I pulled the trigger on that, I'm just hyped, right?
And that was a roller coaster as a person watching it. Like it was like, and she's like a shyster too. Like she'll just like be like she'll have you convinced like, okay, I'm not doing it. There's no way. First lap, just brah. Like,
I had to.
oh my god. First practice she goes out, doesn't do it.
Oh, it's
like
bad. First
and then-
practice, real
and
bad.
Then
Like
she comes
just
back.
slapping
She
everywhere.
comes back and she's like, you can see everything's defeated out of her. Like
Oh,
there's nothing. Like
we're
she's
low.
like, there. It's a
The
low.
air is gone.
The air is gone.
We shouldn't even drove out.
They're like balloon.
Yeah. And if I'm there, I'm racing. Like I
Yeah.
can't not.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
what am I gonna say? I'm not racing.
Yeah. So you can see she's in to race, but she's not in for the rhythm section. So like I'm a competitive mofo, and I was like, okay, you just need to accept she's not going to do it, and that's fine. So I like come out for the next. Was it another practice or a heat or something?
Heat.
Or was it another practice?
No, it went. Oh no, because we had practice day before, and that was real bad. And then the next day,
and then you
was
stewed
actual
on it.
practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you left the first day of practice.
Yeah.
Not doing it.
Yeah,
Convinced me all night.
convinced you. Yeah,
Not
but I
doing
went to
it.
bed being like, I gotta do those doubles.
So then next day rolls in. Was it the first lap of practice or something? It was the first lap of something, and I remember just being like,
You were
"What
watching.
the fuck?"
You didn't even know.
Yeah, the first one I missed it. I gave up. I was like,
You're like, I'm gonna watch everyone else.
I'll watch someone else. And then suddenly the next lap, she did it, and then she was like, that wasn't even the first time I did it. I did it on the first lap. And I was like, what?
It was fun, but yeah, it's like you get to like go in there, see somebody else do it. Like Peyton clicked it off, so it's like okay, like
Yeah.
okay, we're kind of like a little bit close. Like let me try this, or like Gibney, I think even did like the middle double before me, right? So there's these girls
Yeah.
just doing it, and like the thing that we always see, if you can see somebody else do it, you're gonna try it, or you can know you can do it, right?
Yep.
So it's just that little bit of confidence, and everyone's so nice, and we're all like hyping each other up. So
So that class
Those
was
are-
just like full of hype too.
Yeah.
It was like everybody was hyping each other up. Like when Gibney got it, everybody like Jordan Brennan
So
got it.
rad.
Like everybody was just like
yeah.
pumping each other up, and then by the end of it, everybody was doing everything that they could have
it's so
done.
good
and
to
it was
like
great.
talk about it. Yeah,
Yeah,
so I had a
forever.
great time. I was like coming off the track with the craziest adrenaline rushes. Like I was like, I don't do drugs, but I'm like, this is what drugs feels like. Like this is what something feels like for sure. Adrenaline,
It was
baby.
buzzing.
Yeah,
Like, even
buzzing
like
hard.
even before you could see you just like as your motos got closer, you were just like, all right, it's time. It's time.
Yeah, you're
let's
like,
go.
oh, we're
Let's go.
going
Let's
out
go.
there. And it's like what, a 6 lap thing.
Yeah.
Feels like I'm out there for a million hours. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was so much fun. I had a great crew. Jess hyping me up, Charlie hyping, Quinn helping. Like
That was fun. Oh yeah,
Quinn
was
Amnett
there.
was there. Yeah. So it was a great time. So yeah,
That was good.
10 out of 10. I would recommend that for arena
think you'll
cross
go
for
back
winter.
again?
I would love to. Like that was
Yeah?
so much fun. Plus like staying the week and riding in between, like
oh man,
finding some areas to go ride in between that was just like
If you live near that Sunshine Coast, is that what
yeah,
it's called?
Sunshine Coast. Yeah.
Oh, that track, Mamma Mia!
Mamma mia.
That place is great.
So there's a track. So this race was Chilliwack, which is just like the arena cross was just outside of Vancouver. So kind of like right on the west coast there. And then where we went was Sunshine Coast, which is still mainland, but it's landlocked. So you have to take a ferry to it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh
so
my-
it's like,
I forget all
Yeah,
of this.
right?
Is so long ago.
so it's not an island. It's just like on land, but there's no roads to it. So yeah,
Yeah.
we take the island across. It's called Sunshine Coast Motocross, and it's in Seashell.
Yeah,
And it's just like a complete sand track under power lines, like classic grassroots. Like
yeah,
it's great.
it's so cool.
And just a great community of riders that are out there. Like it wasn't that busy when we were there, for sure not. Just a
No.
couple local
More people than I expected though. Like we were there on like a Tuesday or Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah.
You would think people would have jobs and stuff. There was like 6, 7 people there at one
people
point.
Just showed up and
just out to ride, and then the town. Like the town is so cool.
And
it's
you
just
can see the town from there and all the ocean. And then Peyton came out with us riding.
Yeah. That was
I'm gonna mess up her last name. Bessel? PB. Peyton.
PB.
Great time. Yeah. So we were all of us were ripping. Jess was on the bike. I was on the bike. Peyton, it was just a fun. It was like cold
so
California.
Yeah, if you live anywhere near there, I would spend my winter parked right there riding.
Make a trip. That's been on my bucket list for so many years. I feel like I've been saying, we got to go to Seashell. We got to go to Seashell. But every time you got to make a plan because it's at least like a 13-hour trek for us.
And every time you said it, all the times past, I just pictured a track full of seashells. So I still don't even imagine that we went to that place that's on your bucket list. But I guess we did go there.
We went to the track of seashells.
I didn't see any seashells.
Yeah, our cold California. So that trip wrapped up, and that was my Arenacross experience. And then you were just at Rimbey Arenacross.
Yeah, we went to another one, the Alberta one. It's a little bit smaller, but just as many, if not more pros.
Yeah, more of a horse barn setup then.
Yeah, smaller, definitely smaller. Ran by two families, the Nemeth and the McBrides.
Great families.
So I just
local,
love them.
Grassroots motocross fams.
Just as old school moto as it gets.
Yeah.
That's the love of the sport.
Well,
right
it's
there.
sick because Les used to do do you remember his Team Alberta thing that he was putting together?
No, but I think I was
remember
back
the name.
east
Yeah.
when that all happened. But
I
remember.
He's just always been trying to involve people, get his kids in, you know what I mean? He's just always there for the community. Great. And I think he even was the president of
I think he's
the series.
Yeah, I think he's super involved with the ACM group. Every race I've been to with the ACM, which hasn't been too many, but he's the ref, maybe. I think he runs the flags and stuff.
And maybe he used to be the actual president of the series. But it doesn't go unnoticed. They're very involved in the community. It's not it's just two Joes that are doing a race.
No. And both of their kids, Chase and Kaylin and Hallen, they all ride. They're all top guys in their class. They're involved, which is cool to see because sometimes you see families that just show up to the race, do the race, and leave. It's well, the sport isn't going to last if nobody helps out.
Yeah. So it's sick that they put that on. And that's the Iron Horse Arenacross.
Yep.
Second year?
Oh, third year.
Third year.
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah. Ryan Lockhart won the championship the first year.
Oh, yeah.
And then Blake.
Shoot. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
so they kept saying that Ryan Lockhart was an alumni champion and introducing him every time for opening ceremonies.
That's so great.
It was so funny. But yeah, it's been.
Did you
years.
do video? An Iron Horse? I was did I miss? No, you haven't.
No, I didn't do it. I was gonna, but it was
it was a lot going on.
It was a lot going on, and the races were kind of it was just
you were shooting riders.
Yeah, I shot 4 Iron Horse and I posted for them, and then I also posted for Spec.
Cool.
And it was pretty good.
And what was the takeaway from there?
I love Arenacross.
Yeah.
Arenacross does not love me though, let me tell you.
Rimbey was 2 weekends. 2 weekends back to back. Kind of right outside of Red Deer. It could be freezing, could be nice. You guys ended up getting a kind of nice weekend and a pretty cold weekend.
Yeah, it was pretty cold, so that also doesn't help with we're already riding dirt bikes inside regardless of where you do it. So it being cold makes you a little nervous to open the doors more and let that smoke out. So it was a little smoky, but I wouldn't change it for the world. I'm gonna stand in that smoke every time. Yeah,
just ran great. And everyone's having a blast.
Yeah. Oh man, that race is so fun. Just the vibe. The whole town shows up. It's fun just to go eat in the town.
Yeah, and there's how you made it sound there's tiers. So you got fans looking over from above. For a Alberta race, this is everyone must have felt like superstars during the main events.
Les keeps saying it everywhere he talks and stuff. He's these people that come to watch literally think Quinn Amiot is Ken Roxon.
That's
they have
sick.
no idea that they're not the best in the world, which is makes it so fun.
For sure.
Maybe us in it for so long we know and whatever, but the people that come out to watch that,
great fan appearances.
It's so cool.
Awesome.
It's so sweet. I love that race. I'll always go to that. It's it's so fun. It's grassroots, real moto. and they're putting in the effort. Like the barn themselves, they literally cut holes in the roof to
vent out.
They
in
Rimbey, the town of Rimbey made
Just
the decision.
chopped a hole in the
We're
roof.
cutting 2 holes in this roof and putting fans in it for the one event a year that they have that's Arenacross. So it's like they're committed, right? Isn't that wild?
Great. That's super cool. I didn't know that.
It's unfortunate I didn't post it. That's not very good media, but I did take a picture.
We're here now. We're reporting.
Yeah.
Reporting live.
Reporting live. Yeah.
Heard here first on season 2.
Yeah.
Dude, that's sweet. So
Yeah, it's
you're
cool.
for sure going back.
Oh, I'll always go. I'll let that take years off my life every year. That's worth it. I love Arenacross. I always have.
Yeah.
Since I was a kid.
And you raced Arenacross back home.
Oh, I raced Arenacross from 50s.
Yeah.
Until I was
And where was
washed up.
Arenacross back home for you then?
Oh, they were everywhere. There was one in Moncton in the Coliseum, which would be equivalent to like here. I don't know. I guess your guys' hockey team's it's kind of like the Saddle Dome, but like smaller.
Like
it would
maybe
be
like the junior team or something, a Hitman or something.
But it was our biggest. Like we didn't have an NHL team.
So
we
they
had
did put it on the ice then.
Yeah, they covered the ice with boards or whatever, and we raced in there. That was a big one. There was in where Ryan Lockhart's actually from, like his little town, which is basically like Rimbey, maybe even smaller. There was a Spring Hill Arenacross that we grew up racing.
Oh shit, yeah. So there's lots of them around you guys.
Tons. There's
Do
a
they
handful.
still happen or no?
No, the last one was actually Ryan also ran and nobody showed up. So they don't haven't had them in a while.
Crazy, yeah. So it's good to see it like here and like exciting and like packed, hey?
It works here and it works in Quebec are the 2 places that still kind of have like a live striving Arenacross scene, which is sweet. Like I think it's fun. It's fun for the kids too. You see the kids in the hotels and they're going nuts.
Yeah, it's like going to a hockey tournament. You're hanging out with all your friends in a hotel and they're just getting into shit. They're being kids, right?
Yeah,
like so that's super cool for them.
So fun. And that's what I guess Les was saying, that the hotel and stuff said like, oh, they're so well behaved and whatever.
Oh my
it's like,
God, that's great.
wild. Like, really? Okay.
Like we will come back then.
Oh, yeah, sweet.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
I think the town loves it. Like the mayor's right into it. Like it's cool.
It's great for motocross. You know what I mean? Like anything to grow the sport, get more eyes on it, different areas. People are going and supporting it. Like hats off to them. That's
so
awesome.
Good. Love it. Love it.
Yeah. And it's at a great time because that happened February and then now we're in March and it's already like nice weather here, so it kind of like breaks up that winter and like it keeps kids on their bikes and then now they're just ready to rock, like whether it's studs or not studs, right?
Yeah,
so.
it's the perfect time. The way it feels out is like Arenacross, like Chilliwack, big kind of Christmas break.
Yeah.
Rimbey, okay, back to riding.
Totally.
Which is just enough to keep you hungry, I think. With some riders obviously head south, but
for sure.
You can't. You don't have to. Like it's not required. Like some
for anyone that's
think.
kicking around still in Canada, like tracks are opening now and they're able to get out there and get their motos in.
Yeah, it's gonna be sweet. It's gonna be a good year, I think.
Yeah, especially with it being March, like things are coming up fast.
So fast. Like there's like races start at the end of April. Like we're getting into it.
We're there.
Yeah.
Like we're pretty much end of March right now.
It's race time.
Yeah.
It's gonna be sweet.
You'll probably end up heading to like a couple more supercrosses or
Yep. Seattle's booked and ready, so for sure Seattle, which is sweet. I love shooting supercross.
Yeah. And are you shooting anyone specific? Like, or are you just going out to the race and hopefully some Canadians are showing up as well too?
I think Seattle, I kept it pretty loose. I think I'm just gonna shoot Canadians. Like just do like a Canadian report. Like I think Seattle usually pulls out some more than the average race just because it's so close to BC.
Anyone could drive down from BC and like if they're a pro, sign up and qualify for it.
Yeah, so that'll be good. Like I think a couple guys are racing that haven't raced yet and haven't raced in a couple years, so it'd be good to shoot them and just report on the Canadians, which we'll see how it goes, but it's just fun to be at the Supercross.
Yeah, and like right now there is some Canadians like racing down south of the border, not even Supercross, right? Like we got some ladies in some races right now.
There's a lot of girls down there. There's a lot of girls and guys. There's Ferguson's down there.
Yeah,
Ferguson's, the whole family's actually been down there like on and off just practicing in Oklahoma.
Training.
Yeah.
Where there's a pig.
Isn't that the craziest thing ever?
So cute.
They like told me there was like a pig and I was like, why hasn't that been posted yet? Like I want to see the pig.
Yeah, it's great. Like they're out there training.
Yeah, they're ready. Which is
the girls are going.
So good to see. It's
it's like
as much as it sucks that Ever tired, it's also like
Everyone's like they're stepping up.
Yeah, it's like it's time
Like,
to get
they're putting the work
spicy.
in.
Let's go. Like who's the next girl in Canada?
Yeah.
Like, so and there's a handful of them that are putting in the work. Like so another one that's down south that's racing a lot of races. I've seen her name at Daytona RCSX, which is a big one. So like Sunday after the Daytona Supercross, they have like an amateur week or amateur couple days. She raced that, and then in Texas was Freestone. She raced that, which is a 1,700 kilometer drive.
Holy shit! So all over. And who's this?
Kiana Kurtz.
Oh,
yeah, she's from Ontario. She raced. I remember seeing her at Walton last year, and she did pretty good in the girls class. So I think she must be pretty young.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah,
so that's cool to see. So she's putting in some miles this winter.
Miles.
Then.
Also springading. Like she's at all of them. At all the amateur races, she's racing.
That's sweet.
And just racing the women's class, which is kind of sick because she's in there with like Lala Turner and like all those big
experience,
names. Yeah.
Especially if she was just racing girls. Like this is great. Like stepping stone for her to go get that experience and then come back because she'll probably be racing nationals then, we'd assume.
I would hope. I haven't talked to her yet, but I'm gonna try to get in there and have a chat or something because like that's a potential like girl for teams and stuff to look at and to support because if she's willing, her and her family are willing to put in that many kilometers to race.
Yeah,
like,
getting some gate drops for sure too. Right?
And long motos, like those motos are way longer than.
Yeah, they're
I'm
not
pretty
like
sure
a 5
Freestone
lapper.
were like 20-minute motos.
Oh,
like
nice.
They were
Yeah,
wild.
so it's like actual experience.
Yeah, so it's like
rad.
15-minute motos or whatever they decide for Canadian nationals to be.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
It's gonna be nothing.
She's already prepped.
Yeah, she's good.
She's good.
That's sick. Yeah.
And then Annie, what race was this that she just raced that she got this?
Freestone.
What the heck?
This is
Can we
cool.
talk about
this is the coolest. And I don't think she expected it at all. Like
what's going on here?
So Freestone National, if you win a championship, you actually win a week to stay at James Stewart's compound the week before Minios.
Holy shit.
And then
This year? Or next year?
this year, like at the end, like Minios is in like October or something.
Oh, okay, so like come fall, like it's happening.
Yeah.
2025.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah. And then I think
everyone that wins a championship
wins a championship. So you have to get first.
Okay.
Yeah. Every class.
Cool.
Yeah.
Every
so it's like a camp, I assume, that they put on. And then they put a couple aside. I think that they just pull random names from a hat, I believe.
Yeah.
And
Annie
Fergie got one.
No way.
Which is so sick. So it's like that like if they could have picked anyone, that's the name you want to hit because now there's 3 other girls that could tack on and go to Florida.
Yeah,
like they would never
so
probably
cool.
go. But now they might be going to Florida.
And like what an experience that's gonna be.
That would be cool.
Like no matter what, you're making the time to get there. Like
You gotta
so
go.
sweet.
That would be
congrats
so cool.
to Annie because that's a great person for it to go to.
That's fun. Like that's cool. Even the photo she posted of her holding it and
It's
stuff
so
was like very cool. Like
because I heard like you told me with that race that you get to go to Stewart's compound, and then I saw that and I like read it. Like I just kept looking at the photo. I'm like, no way. Like I was just so hyped when I saw that.
That would be such a fun week. Like just like 1, you're there with like all the people that won a championship.
so cool.
Yeah. And then 2, you're at James Stewart's house.
Yeah, like it doesn't get any cooler than
Like,
that. We'll have to get her on the pod after that for sure.
That'd be
Before
sick.
and after
yeah,
tape.
Yeah. I wonder if like there's a buy-in for the rest of the sisters if they can get
Yeah,
into.
I hope. Like that'd be like if one car is going down, we might as well load everyone up.
Yeah, like fill up the motorhome.
Yeah,
We're
we'll
going.
have to get that story for
That'd
sure.
be
out of them.
sick. That's for sure cool.
Yeah, so they're ripping around, but
yeah. Lots of right now. Brennan and Callie are down in California.
yeah, Kelly
that's cool.
Osted, right?
Yeah.
So they went down to go train. So yeah, we got lots of local ladies.
Lots of girls riding.
Yeah,
and Hannah Cole was also. You know what? Now that I think about it, Hannah Cole might have also been in Daytona. I don't think she went to Freestone though. No, she didn't go to Freestone, but she was at Daytona.
Dude, that's cool.
Yeah, also in the women's class, I think she got definitely top 10. Maybe a top 5.
Yeah, it's sweet to see this all happening.
Yeah,
Hey?
tons of girls riding,
and like all of our little dudes are down there too. So like it'll be great. Like first race of the year here to see like
they haven't had an off season.
Yeah.
Like they're just
like
ready
they're
to
just
go.
going. Yeah, we're dealing with winter here, but it's been. I guess it was freezing down south there for a bit, just with weird weather.
Yeah.
But
even in January when I was in Cali, it was pretty cold.
Yeah,
like it was chilly.
Yeah, they still get those little bit of winter months. Hey,
yeah, but. There's no snow. Let's just make that clear. They're fine.
So at least it's a nice little leeway there, right?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So we're here. We're dealing with stuff with the track opening. I'm back on the board.
That's what I was just going to get to.
We're going to jump into that a little bit as we're touching feet.
How did that happen? How did that all come about?
Well, so I know like a lot of the tracks out east are like privately run.
Yeah.
Where a lot of our tracks out west are not for profit, board of directors ran, like it's a member ran club. And I think like sometimes maybe it gets missed because like Wild Rose, with it being like successful as it is now, it wasn't always that way. Like it was a struggling track. Like there's been a lot of work that's been put into that, but it still is a not-for-profit. It's a club. Like it's ran by its members. Like without its membership, we wouldn't be there. So every year at the AGM, a new board of directors is voted on, and that's just kind of who like makes the calls, does decisions, like lots of behind the scenes work. And it's a group of 8, and you're there for a 2-year term. So 2 years ago, I was on the board for 2 years. So it's kind of like I've just taken the last 2 years off and just kind of went to the AGM and got voted back in. Which I've been on the Save the Park committee for Wild Rose, which if anyone doesn't know, we've just had some like stuff with the city of maybe just rezoning the land, and it's been great to be on that committee because there's so many different people from different backgrounds that are just like putting in like this amazing effort of like hitting every angle of like, well, can we keep the track? If we don't get to keep that area, like if a bus barn's going there, can we work with them? Like all this stuff. So we're just really trying to get ahead of everything because it was kind of shocking when that little postcard went out and was like, there's going to be a road through here, right? So that's what we were dealing with last year. So I've been on the Save the Park committee for a year now, and then just now back onto the board of directors. And like, I'm stoked. Like I love representing like motocross and growing the sport, and obviously whatever I can give back. And like, I recommend everyone else too, like whatever you can give back to your local club, whether that's a hand on one day, but there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes. So it's nice to like see what's going on and being involved with it, especially if you just love the sport, right?
Yeah. And like to put it out there to make sure it's said, all of these people on the board of directors are putting in their own like free time into doing this. Like how, like you guys are meeting like at night, you guys are in teams meetings, you guys are talking about things. You guys like, as much as like we all argue on the outside and stuff, you guys are arguing within for the best of the track.
For sure. I think that's like the cool thing, because it's like there's 8 of us. We all are totally different people. And we all like come from a very different background, but we all love bikes.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like, it's really cool because it's like, yeah, I might not agree with you. They might not agree with me, but we all have like great points and great perspectives. And then just trying to like find the right thing to do in the present time, right? So it's great that way. And yeah, there's a lot of work that gets put in, and it's not a paid position by any means, obviously. And there's been some people that are on the board that have like seriously been on the board for years and years and years and years. So like the commitment is insane.
That's wild. And it's like sometimes like even I like forget like, oh, like this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. It's like, well, nobody's intention, like they're literally spending their free time
100%.
for free to make this better, and all of their intentions are to make this the best it can be. And like when you really back up and take a look at Wild Rose and what it is, and like how great it is and how lucky we are, like to think like, oh God, it could get taken away. Like sometimes when I'm standing out there chewing dust, I think like, wow, let it go. But like there's no way. Like when I'm like sober thinking, like in the right mindset, and it's like totally this place is unreal.
Yeah, like the community that comes from it, and like especially like it being run by a not-for-profit, and there isn't like a bunch of funding being put into it by the city. Like it's not like it's a publicly funded setup, right? And
and it's also like 0% is anybody trying to like even make money in like a weird nonprofit way, because it's like it cost $2 to go spectate a Super Series race. That is unheard of.
It's
like,
crazy, right?
I don't know if anybody like if you've ever been to any other race ever, like, or anything, like you can't get a coffee for $2 today. Like they are clearly doing everything they can to keep the cost down and keep the sport like able to be done by
and it's
anyone.
Totally. And it's going to be great because like Super Series are coming up, like especially now where we want to be loud. We're proud of the area. We want people to come out and see it and like know what a great ad it is. we ended up getting like an economic impact assessment done for Wild
really?
Rose. Yeah, like that was like one of the big like Save the Park things, and it should be like released publicly soon because it's a public
wow,
thing.
that's cool.
But like even just tourism, like it brings over 7 million just to Calgary.
Ooh, no way.
Yeah, so like it's a big deal.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Like over the whole year?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And that's just a Calgary. So then there's like an Alberta stat and like a Canada stat and like all this stuff. So it's like,
wow.
it's really cool. So yeah, some like work getting put in of like
that makes total sense.
official numbers that we want to like see and bring in. But yeah, for like, you just think of it like maybe as like a little niche thing, but like it goes a lot further than that, right? There's so many dealers in Calgary. Like the industry seems small, but it is a giant business and like a lot of people are involved with it, right? So
yeah, people are coming. Like even just the national alone, like I can't even imagine. Like people are coming from like all over the world to that track is like iconic. Like
oh, right? Like how can you not love a dirt bike track with city buildings behind it, right?
It's insane. I luckily got the chance this winter to chat with Troy Lee, like
dude,
from Troy Lee Designs
down in California.
He brought that track up, like for Troy Lee himself to be like, oh, there was this track I rode with the city right in the background, and it's like,
and you're like, that's
whoa,
Wild Rose.
That's Wild Rose. It's about to close. I like told him, and I was like, if you wanted to write a letter or something,
yeah, you're like, we need all the support we can get, right? But yeah, iconic track. So it's like the best thing that anyone can do right now is come and ride, support it, be stoked. If there is something bothering you, like obviously go to the board, like message whatever, or if you have a suggestion that you're like, hey, this would be great, like let's do this, like everyone's got a great opinion and perspective, right? So
yeah, just come in with the right approach. Like don't come in hot. Like just present some ideas. Everybody's open to like, everybody's intention around that track is to make it better.
Yeah, we all want it. We want to keep riding there. So
forever. Like,
yeah, so it's going to be like a super rad year of just being back on the board of like seeing the back end a little bit more and like giving whatever we can to put into it. So
yeah, for sure. So what does that like entail like on a race day for you? Does anything change for you or no?
I think just being as like a board of director, like on a regular day or a race day, it's just like educating if like somebody would come into the track and like might be doing something that like we're not allowed to do, like doubling on a motorcycle. You think that's totally fine. You go anywhere and that's totally fine. But since we're on city land, there's so many city bylaws that come into play. And again, it's because we don't want the track to close or we don't want like those bad things to come. So yeah, no alcohol in the park, no doubling, helmets on.
Yeah.
I would recommend them being done up.
Now she's on the board. Now we're doomed.
Like, you just see me gonna be like waving and like flagging you over. Like, did you know your helmet is undone?
We're gonna have to get you a vest.
Yeah, education supervisor. So yeah, either way, I'd probably do that stuff. But I know like it's like sometimes you get people like yelling at people, be like, I know doubling or you need your helmet on, but it's like you just got to be educational with those approaches.
Yes.
Like people aren't trying to do that to be dickheads. Like
yeah.
We're all riding bikes at the end of the day, right? So yeah,
and like that's another thing I'm like learning with life too. It's like sometimes people just don't know. Like you just don't know it's city land, and that's why you got to wear a helmet. And
dude,
like,
for real.
I think it's the stupidest thing in the world wearing a pit bike on my 110, but like it's the rules, and I don't want the track to get closed. So.
Which is funny because like I grew up in Calgary, right? So like I'm like always helmet on. Like you realize doubling's bad, but like as a kid, I didn't know this. Like you know what I mean? Now that I'm on the board, I'm like, oh my god, that was a shitbag kid. Oh no. So yeah, it's cool. Funny. Like however you can get involved with like your local track or like even there's like local clubs around Calgary too, like Rocky Mountain Dirt Riders and stuff. Like any little bit of hand that anyone can give, like. There's going to be so many more riders and new riders this year. I feel like people are wanting to get out. They want to go try stuff. Like maybe they're not racing yet. Maybe they're just new riders. Like there's so many new riders already at the track. So like spring's busy because like trails are saturated. So they're going to be coming to the like moto tracks. So it's just like be respectful. There's going to be new riders. We are all new at one point, right? So it's just like give them space. If you're coming up behind somebody and you realize they're probably new, like understand they could just cut off the track. Like it's gonna happen.
Yeah, ride smart. That's like the thing of Wild Rose you always kind of got to do. And I think that like Calgary local kids, like the fast kids, like really do a good job at that because they've grown up with it. They know it. It's like they're used to it's a track in middle of a big city.
Yeah,
like
so you sometimes can get whatever out there.
Yeah, you don't know who's gonna come out.
Yeah.
Which I think Calgary does a good job at that.
Totally.
For sure.
And like even for like new riders or somebody that's listening to this and they're like, oh, I don't really ride and I don't really know what that track etiquette is. I even have like that all typed out somewhere. So I'll like tag it in the show notes. So at least it's like, ooh, I'd like to read that. Like,
yeah. And like at any point, find Danika in the vest. She'll help you.
I'll be in the educational WRMA vest. But yeah.
Ask anyone at the track.
Anyone.
Like, and if you're listening to this and you're thinking about even going just to watch a race at the track, go because it's worth it and it's $2.
Yeah. So it's just like
costs nothing.
100%.
That's worth a day. And it's like you'll just see it and you'll feel comfortable right away.
On like regular days at Wild Rose MX, it's free spectating.
Yep.
So even just to pop in, check it out.
Like a Wednesday night, pop in. This is what I recommend. Go down to Mary Brown's on Blackfoot there, right across from Blackfoot, the big store.
Mary Brown's chicken.
Grab some Mary Brown's chicken, get some taters.
Nice.
Roll right up to the track. Park right by the fence.
And just eat that.
Just eat your taters.
With a scenic view.
With a scenic view of the dirt bikes.
Chicken
Talk
and dirt
about
bikes.
a Wednesday night.
Date night.
Date night. If that was a date night,
you're in. Married.
Get the ring. Get the ring. We're stopping at the jewelry store on the way home.
That's so great.
Tell me that's not the best date ever. That's how Charlie last
I'd probably
time
go get like a burrito or something,
probably go to some hippy dippy restaurant. Mary Brown's is fun. You like those taters, no?
Oh, I've never had a Mary Brown's tater.
We got a date night Wednesday.
Jess and I are married after this show.
Wait till you
just bring me to Mary Brown's. No.
You've never had Mary Brown taters?
Not out of because I've been craving them. Like I stay away. I worked across the street. I worked at Blackfoot.
I never had the taters.
That smell of Mary Brown's in the morning will make you never want a tater in your life.
Oh, that would be like an alarm clock for me.
Over there through that smell.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't get to work until that place opened.
No, you're crazy. But yeah, there's lots of stuff around the track. That's why it's like, it's crazy for like the economic impact that would have because you're going to stop for food. You're going to stop for fuel.
How much is that Tim Hortons making?
Dude,
I can't wait to find out.
Yeah, right?
Wow. That's wild. That's cool.
So
That's
come on out. Come out to the track. We'll be there. We're going to have some like Surf and Berms ride. Dates will be set soon. So
I can't wait for those.
It's going to be great.
Yeah. It's going to be a great year. I can't wait.
Yeah. And like
perfect time to start season 2.
Perfect time. We're right in the thick of it. We just wanted to kind of give everyone like a little update where we're at and things are rolling. That was an update. That was a little winter update.
That was a perfect update.
A little tidbit of winter.
We're back, baby.
And we're gonna we got some fun stuff coming down the pipe.
Yeah. If you have anything you really want to hear or really want to know or anything like that.
Questions, hot tips.
Slide into those DMs.
Heck yeah.
We'll tell you.
Well, thanks. I'm stoked that we're back.
Thank you.
Thank you. You know what? There we go. Bring it in, brother. There you go.
We did it.
And thanks to the listeners, and we'll see you for the next episode.
Yeah.
Bye.
We back, baby.